Today we are going to be starting with the fifth function of management, last function of management, that is controlling. Okay, how do we define controlling? See, the process of the management is started by planning. When we plan for future, we lay down the objectives of an organization, right? We set out that this is what we want to achieve, right? Followed by the step of organizing. We lay down the organizational structure, authority responsibility relationships are defined. Thereafter, staffing, wherein we recruit people to fill in the positions which have been identified while designing the authority responsibility relationships, right? After that comes the function of directing, wherein we allocate work, who's supposed to do what, right? Wherein the actual action starts. Directing में सब काम खत्म हो जाता है, उसके बाद comes the process of controlling, right? Now, in the process of controlling, what we do is, when people are working for you, right, at all points of time, it's very important to ensure that the work is being done as it was planned. That work is being done as per the plan. So, in controlling, we try and check our actual performance. We try and see that if it conforms to the plans that have originally been set up, if it conforms to the standards that have been, predefined at the time of planning, right? Now, there are two possibilities. Whether they conform, one is that they conform to the standards, right? Next, the results are much above the standards, or the results are below the standards. The main task in the process of controlling is to identify that whether we are conforming to the standards or not, and if not, then what are the corrective measures which are to be taken, right? Now we proceed on to the definition of controlling. It is a process of comparing the actual performance with the standard performance. Standard performance हमने कहाँ determine की? ये हमने define की थी at the time of planning, right? Standard performance basically means the objectives which have been defined at the time of प्लानिंग, उसको हम अपनी स्टैंडर्ड परफॉर्मेंस मानेंगे कि हमने अगर कहा है कि हमारी सेल्स टारगेट शुड बी अबाउट 360 करोड़, सो दैट्स द स्टैंडर्ड, राइट? अगेंस्ट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू बी मेजरिंग आवर एक्चुअल परफॉर्मेंस. एंड इफ देयर आर एनी डिविएशंस, अगर सेल्स टर्नओवर उससे कम या ज्यादा है, दैट्स अ डिविएशन, यू आर डिविएटिंग फ्रॉम द स्टैंडर्ड, देन टेक द करेक्टिव एक्शन. दिस इज हाउ वी डिफाइन द प्रोसेस ऑफ कंट्रोलिंग. क्लियर? Now, coming to the nature of controlling as a process. Number one, it is a goal-oriented process, meaning the main purpose of this process of controlling is accomplishment of the organizational goals effectively and efficiently. कैसे? Because in the process of controlling, what are we doing? हम देख रहे हैं that actual performance मेरी standard performance के हिसाब से है या नहीं. Standard performance क्या है? The goals and objectives that have been laid down in the process of planning. So when I'm trying to compare my actual performance with the standard and taking the corrective measures in case there are any deviations, so what am I doing? I'm making sure that my actual performance leads to the accomplishment of the desired organizational goals, right? So it is a goal-oriented process, right? Now, as it is very rightly said by Philip Kotler, control is the process of taking steps to bring actual results and desired results close together, right? All the steps you take in order to bring the actual results and the desired results close together. Second is, it's a pervasive function. I think we would have understood the meaning of pervasive, meaning it is omnipresent. It is present in, controlling is required in all kind of organizations. Controlling is required in all kind of organizations. Let me take this example of your school. That's again a very, very micro level that we'll be discussing it at. When we take, why is it, that we have weekly tests, we have monthly tests, we have half yearlies, and thereafter we have finals. What are we trying to do? Right, we are teaching you, let's say in class 12th, and thereafter we'll have a weekly test. We're going to have half yearlies, we are going to have pre-boards. What am I trying to check? I'm trying to check that whatever I have taught, how much of it have you understood? right? If the result is 100%, that means you've completely understood. If it is not 100%, that means there is a deviation. Then we take corrective measures to take care of the deviation. We give you extra classes, we give you special assignments, which take care of your weaknesses, weak points, right? What is this? This is nothing else but control. This is nothing else but controlling. Right? So controlling is present in all kind of organizations, be it business organizations or be it non-business organizations, and it is present at all levels of management, be it top level, be it middle level, or be it supervisory level of management. Then it's a continuous process. Controlling is an ongoing process, it's a continuous process, because you go on comparing your actual performance with the standard performance every now and then in order to ensure the accomplishment of the organizational goals, right? It is not that organizational goal कोई एक है जो एक बार accomplish हो गया और काम खत्म, right? Every now and then एक goal accomplish हुआ तो दूसरा goal आ जाएगा, then we'll compare उसकी actual performance with the standard performance. So it's a continuous process, it keeps on going, right? Fourth point, controlling is backward looking as well as forward looking. Now why is it backward looking? Backward looking because we compare our actual performance with the standard performance. अब ये standard performance कहाँ से आएगी? ये हमें पता चलेगी देख के planning कि while setting out our plans, what are my objectives in terms of sales turnover or in terms of labor turnover, whatever my objective is, right? उनके basis पे हम standard set करते हैं. So I have to look backwards, right, for the standard performance, and it is forward looking. Why is it forward looking? Because whatever are the deviations in the actual performance and the standard performance, on the basis of that I'm going to be taking corrective measures, corrective measures, right, that will be incorporated in the next plan, right? That is basically to improve your फ्यूचर परफॉर्मेंस. अभी की तो जो आपने परफॉर्मेंस करनी थी कर दी, ठीक है, उसको हमने कंपेयर किया अपने स्टैंडर्ड से, तो उसमें कुछ डिविएशन आएगी वेदर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव, राइट? उसको ठीक करने के लिए आई एम गोइंग टू बी टेकिंग करेक्टिव मेजर्स. वो मेरी अभी की परफॉर्मेंस को तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बट येस दीज करेक्टिव मेजर्स आर डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू बेटर माई फ्यूचर परफॉर्मेंस. सो देयरफॉर इट इज फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग एज वेल. Right? I hope all the points are clear, all 4 points. These will go as nature of controlling. That is, it's a goal-oriented process, it is an all-pervasive function, right? And it's a continuous process. And fourthly, it is both backward-looking as well as forward-looking. Now from this, coming to the importance of controlling, that as to why do we need to perform this function of controlling. Number one, okay, first point is similar to the first point that I've covered in nature, that is accomplishment of organizational goals. Fine. Now controlling helps. Controlling by continuously comparing my actual performance with standard, finding out deviations and taking the necessary corrective action. It ensures that at the end my organizational goals are achieved effectively and efficiently. Right? Now it keeps on measuring my progress towards the organizational goals, and it is not that कि अगर मेरे एक साल का goal है, like at the end of the I've set out certain goals for one particular year, so it's not that I'm going to perform this function of controlling at the end of the year. It's a continuous process, as we said, right? So maybe the manager is performing it at weekly basis. One may question that we are going to compare the actual performance with the standard performance at the end of the year. So how does one ensure the accomplishment of organizational goals? But it's not that. Controlling is something which is a continuous process, and we keep on performing this process till the time our organizational goals are achieved, right? The aim of this function of controlling is to ensure that organizational goals are successfully accomplished, right? You go on taking the corrective measures to rectify the deviations, if any. Secondly, judging the accuracy of standard. Now, a good control system will always first judge the accuracy of the standard. Let us say कि हमने एक benchmark रख दिया, right, that the sales turnover per month, sales turnover should be somewhere around 20,000 units. तो जितने भी sales team के बंदे थे, ठीक है, सबकी performance was very good because all of them were able to achieve a turnover about 25,000 units, someone got 30,000 units. Now this doesn't mean that I have worked really well, right? One may interpret it as that the sales team has performed brilliantly, that they all were able to outweigh the standard. They all were able to perform above the standard. But this means that my standard was not correct. I was underestimating the capability of my sales team. They all have been able to perform so well. So maybe I should have kept the standard at 30 rather than keeping it at 20. So it is very important to keep judging the accuracy of the standards which has been set. You have to keep revising your standards, okay, based upon the deviations that you find out from by comparing the actual performance with the standard performance. An accurate control